Hi everyone, my name is Frida and Richie was my older brother, but biologically he was my first cousin, but I didn't really refer to him as my cousin anyway. Today we gather to remember Richie, our big brother, with the laugh that could lift any mood, the sarcasm that always caught you off guard, the childlike spirit that kept him young at heart, and the wanderlust spirit that made him open to joy and adventure. Richie had a way of warming up every room he walked into. His energy was warm, bright, and infectious. When you saw him waltzing in wearing his shorts, a button-down shirt, and his toms, you were guaranteed a good time. You felt his presence before he spoke. When he did, it was often something that made you smile, shake your head in utter amusement, or burst into sheer laughter, never in between. Beneath all the humor was intelligence and quick-wittedness that always snuck in, especially when he spoke of topics and interests that were close to his heart. Family, travel, Formula One, before Charlie had arrived. Work, among and other things. He carried a youthful joy, a purity of spirit, and had a way of making everybody's life, everyday life, feel lighter. I don't know about you, but everyone in the family, just as you've heard, had their names, but Richie had rightfully accorded us all different names. Mine was Rino and Afil's was Cuckoo. I can't tell you why Afil was Cuckoo because I don't understand. The silence he leaves behind is loud, but the memories are ingrained in our hearts and our minds. They echo through our stories each time we reminisce of the times we shared. Let's keep him alive in our day-to-day. His spirits, his humor, his heart, those are things time can never take away. Thank you for being a doting dad to Charlie, truly one of your greatest joys and achievements. Thank you for being a loving older brother, a thoughtful son, an involved cousin, and a cheeky uncle of his words. Yeah. Finally, to the men in this room, young or old, I want to offer a gentle challenge in Richie's honor. Please remember it's okay to be vulnerable. Vulnerability is strength, not weakness. This loss has shaken us all, and in moments like this, kindness, softness, and connection are what carry us through. Let us take care of one another. Let us be patient with each other. Let us allow ourselves to feel the waves of grief and support each other through these joys, just as Richie would have wanted. Richie, until we meet again, fly high, darling. Love you very much.
Love you, Richie. Hi everybody. I also want to say a big thank you for everybody for being here. My brother would have loved this. I'm not going to get through my whole tribute today, but I want to say that as a younger sister, like I said yesterday, these people in my world, my older siblings in my world, that includes you too, Angela, and your family. So now, the space that he's left echoes so loudly, just like the laugh, like Richie's laugh, like everybody knows. And so, rest peacefully, my big brother. Charlie will be reminded every single day how much you loved him, how much you love him. And it has been the greatest joy and privilege to be your younger sister. Thank you.
Please appreciate one of them once again. Phil, Vicky, Gina, Frida and Afia, God truly be with you and bless you. And people of God, from the moment we've been waiting for, allow me to just take this opportunity to invite none other than Mama and Baba Junior, Mike and Evelyn Munyao. Please put your hands together. Giving us a song for people. Come on, give them tribute. Keep clapping until they come. Keep clapping until they come. Encourage them until they come here. Wonderful people of God. Thank you, Mike and Evelyn Munyao. Karibuni sana. I'll just give you a tribute.
Good afternoon, everybody. First, let me thank everybody who is here today for your time to come and celebrate our son's last day. It's a very sad moment. But being the head of a home, I must stay strong. They say men must be strong, but sometimes it's difficult, you know. I'm sure my daughter is laughing at me now. You know, you've talked a lot of good things about my son, our son. And this short story, I was also a victim of a short story. There's a day I told him on a Saturday to come from the office for a meeting with somebody. And surprisingly, the guy just walks in with a shorts and slippers. And I asked him, Richie, I thought we were having a business meeting. He told me, Kababa, what's the big deal? We can discuss. But then I told him, okay, you're dismissed today. Meeting is for next week. And as I mentioned again, I think I was yesterday. Yesterday, I think I was the last person to see Richie in his family life. He came to see me on Thursday in the afternoon. He hardly comes in my office in the afternoon. He stormed in and he told me he has a project he wants to discuss. I told him, okay, let's have a chat. Then he went through them and I told him, come tomorrow, Friday in the morning, we have a chat. But I thank God at least he gave me a goodbye. Yeah. Difficult time, but as Dr. mentioned earlier, we continue with the gender sensitivity. And my wife will read the eulogy of our beloved, tribute of our beloved son. Thank you.
Soon. You've left us in tears with broken hearts. Your demise deeply overwhelms us. Your love for Angela and Charlie and your desire for them to be happy, comfortable, and live a good life will be carried on, we promise. Richie had a great sense of humor. He was funny, our much-loved stand-up comedian who effortlessly brought people together. He always showed up for all of us with intention and intensity. Carrying his charismatic smile and distinguished charm, in a distinguishing charm. To know Richie was to be renamed, to be rebranded. He had a pet name like you've heard from most of us, for anyone he cared deeply. To me, I was Kamama or Kamams. His father was Kababa or Kababs. His brother Phil was Philos or Philomena. Frida was Frinyo, while Ngina was first Scotty and later Kanyoni. Angela was Chaps, while Charlie was Boom Boom, Kamze, Big Guy. Anyone who spent time around him carried a nickname he coined that left a piece of him. Richie loved life in the most honest and simple of ways. A good steak could light up his day, and his njahis was something to behold. There's actually one member of my CLG who brought njahis, quite a number of kilos, and I'll never forget how excited Richie was that he had a long supply of the same. He had the ability to turn even an ordinary meal into a moment, an experience. And of course, he had his quiet obsessions, special peeves. Those who know him well would agree with us that shoes was one of them. Every trip made meant coming home with 2 or more pairs of shoes, especially Kyrie's. That was Richie, stylish, particular, and full of personality, down to the very last detail. On matter spirituality, he loved God. He really did. He gave his life to Christ as a young 8-year-old during one of the vacation Bible school camps at the Nairobi Chapel. And thanks to the amazing pastors then, I still remember it. I still remember them. Faith Ngunjiri, Faith Wanjao, Mary Wamai, Luther, Dot, Reverend Goyo Dera, Pastor Albo, for mentoring Richie into a fine young man. His love for God, I think, of course, had everything to do with your mentorship. He often said to me, "Wow, Mami, if it wasn't for your prayers and shushus, where would I be? They are the ones that keep me going." In his preteen years, he was devoted to also attending Bible Study Fellowship, BSF International, where he served faithfully in Sunday school and the youth ministry at the Nairobi Chapel for several years. His spirituality wasn't something he talked about loudly, but we all know that he lived it authentically. Gentle, grounded, and consistent. He was also a great protector of his siblings, children of our dear friends and loved ones. Always the natural big brother in the room, always looking out for them, cheerleading them, and charging them along. Attending his graduation with both his grandmothers. His Shosho from Mitaboni is here. Shosho, I don't know whether people have seen you. That's his Shosho from Mitaboni, our mom. And my mommy, we were able to attend his graduation in Nottingham, and it was the most amazing time just hanging out with Richie and his 2 grandmothers. We will forever be proud of all your accomplishments. The lawyer I knew, the astute businessman, the ideator, the entrepreneur, we are so incredibly proud of all that you achieved. Then there was his love for Charlie, our grandbaby, our precious boy. That was indescribable. Richie taught us to love Charlie even earlier, even bigger, even better than we knew he could. Their bond was something sacred and unforgettable. I will definitely miss those times in the office when we would close down everything we would be doing to go pick him up from school. At least 3 times a week he allowed me to be a part of that journey. There are days he said, I am picking him alone. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. Isaiah 40:31. That is the strength that I am riding on. There are things we will miss that no words can fully hold. His embrace, solid warmth, familiar. His humor, silly, quick, unexpected. And of course, our travel escapades, filled with laughter, teasing, memories that now feel like treasure. And yes, Richie was committed to joy, to adventure, and to the small, silly things that made life fun. Oh, my son Richie had a big heart, really, really big heart. He did not hesitate to share his finer things in life, his clothes, his colognes, his shoes, with his younger cousins who were here just before. They all adored his style. His absence feels absolutely, impossibly heavy. But his presence, his voice, his love, his names for us, his faith, will echo in our lives forever. We are so broken, our son. We feel helpless, our travel partner. It was an honor to be your parents. You modeled obedience, respect, honor, and a grace, and a great example of sonship to your siblings and the larger family. Richie, our family chain is now permanently broken. Thank you for loving us so well and bringing us so much joy, so much laughter, and building happy memories which we will carry in your hearts forever. And most of all, for building such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful connection between Angela's mom and dad, Angela's family. I love you guys so much. And it's been such a beautiful honor enjoying Charlie's birthdays. And it is our desire that we will all stay together. Members, we will stay connected to keep his hope alive. So, dear Lord, my God and Savior, this is a broken-hearted mother's promise to you, according to the book of Job 13:15, that yea, though ye slay me, yet will I always trust you. Rest in peace, Kababa.
Tuwasindikishe wazazi hao kwa makofi, ndugu zangu, wanapoondoka, na tuzidi kuwakumbuka kwa maombi. Tuzidi kuwakumbuka Bwana na Bi Munyao kila wakati tunapofanya dua yetu na sala zetu katika maombi yetu, ili Mwenyezi Mungu azidi kuwapatia nguvu na neema zake. Ladies and gentlemen, before I hand over to the church for the sermon, please allow me to invite the Honorable Onesmus Kipchumba Murkomen, the Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Interior and National Development Administration, to also assist me recognize the other government officials and make his remarks. Let's put our hands together for Honorable